not have accidentally pressed start stream early? I was like, okay, now I just wait until it's 8, and then I accidentally pressed go live, and it went live, and I was like, oh. So now we're here like a minute early, just how Minami likes it. Hey Minami, hi Lucas, how are you guys? Catalonia. Where do you learn that word, Lucas? No, me accidentally. I was just sitting there and I accidentally pressed it. I was like, no! God damn it. How are you guys? How was New Year? Happy New Year. We are keeping the tree this week. And then after this week, it goes down in flames. We are burning it. Anarchist told me about it. I don't know. Sounds kind of sus if you ask me, but okay. Music. That's right. Music is supposed to play in the background streams. It's crazy. I've caught 15 more family of 4. Oh my god. And you said you didn't enjoy it, Minami. Look at you, grinding harder than me in that game. I haven't even gotten into like Larry or anything yet. I'm too lazy. I opened it the other day for a little bit because I was like waiting for something. And then I was like, it's just okay, I'll play some other time. I'm way too into Outer Wilds right now. Like, I've just been playing Outer Wilds. Okay, let's get the drawing screen on. And my pen, hopefully. Yeah. Today we are making a new reference sheet for for new reference shit for Leo. Hello, Mr. E. My day was okay, I guess. How was yours? These days, my schedule is basically I wake up, I have breakfast, and then I do university work. Like, more or less at least, but also like being distracted by Discord and stuff. And then I'm done with university work at like 9 p.m. So after 9 p.m. I play Outer Wilds until 1 a.m. and then I go back to bed. And I sleep until morning. Oh, I'm still on the inside? Yeah, me too. Grinding Team Fortress 2? Learning Portuguese. Wow, look at you, Lucas. Hello, Gerardo. Sometimes I feel like I can still hear Gerardo's voice. You know, it's like they're still with us even though I ate them on New Year's. Happy New Year. You have to do word during break? Oh yeah, big time. And I've been avoiding it. Like, I told myself, okay, you know, it's the Christmas vacation, so I will take a break. So for 2 weeks, I did absolutely nothing. So now for a week, I've been doing everything. And it has not been fun. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have a lot of 3D modeling to do. I am a little bit behind on schedule, not gonna lie. Like, my concepts were supposed to be done in December. But I finished the concepts yesterday. Which is like, you know, only 3 days behind schedule. That's not too bad, but... How was your New Year salads, by the way? It was great. We had 3 different salads. We had cow's tongue. And we had duck baked with apples. And we had caviar. And and we had some other stuff. Oh yeah, different types of cheese. I know my mom bought like lots of different types of cheese, but it all tasted the same to me. I've been doing nothing for the last 5 months. God, I wish that was me. If for the duck, truly. What if I have already 5 gym badges? Minami, I think you're like secretly enjoying the game. Anyways, let's line this boy. I was drawing this reference, I was doing this sketch, and I was just thinking, I was like, okay, Lucifer is like the goofy guy, like he's just funky, and then Leo is just really long and thin. He's just like Lucifer is like, it's just silly goofy, and Leo looks like the best friend of the love interest in a shoujo manga, if that makes sense. Like, you know how sometimes they have this like handsome best friend? That's what Leo looks like to me. He's not the love interest, he's a love interest like best friend or something. Or he's like the main character's older brother, like in Cardcaptor Sakura. Are they gay lovers? No, they're not actually. I know, there's not that many like romantic relationships going on between my OCs because I don't really have like a fully fleshed out story. I have plans, but I don't really have anything like in full. I'm not really like a shipper, even when it gets to OCs, weirdly enough. Like, I just really don't ship things. I don't know why. I was never into it. Like, some people get so into like shipping and they like draw ships and stuff like that. Like, I really don't care. Like, the most ship art I've done in a while was like Flowerion art. So that's probably like the only ship I draw in general. If you don't count the really embarrassing self-shipping that's been happening with me and Furio Tigre in the past few months. The pink guy looks like he would try to rob a bank. He has already been sued for robbing it once. Yeah, pretty much. Isn't there something like double jeopardy or something like that? I don't know what it is, but kind of. Ships are pretty cool. Oh, you're talking... Are they hitting the Jinju Marco's shoulders? One day I'll draw a character with really wide shoulders just for you, Mystery. I know you really love shoulders. I get it. I'll do it for you. Was I delicious with apple? Cowstang is good in tacos, really. I didn't know you guys also ate it. I thought it was just Russians who were weird. But no, I think Russians like boil it. And yeah, we just have it with like this really weird, I guess like a sauce, but not really. That's like really spicy, like that. 1600. Yeah, I thought Mr. E was probably talking about like actual ships. And I was like, yeah, Mr. E is probably talking about actual ships. Don't call me out. Yeah, Minami's OCs are like just ships. My OCs are like kind of like there. Like they exist together in the same universes, but they don't like... But they already like each other very much. But that's what I've been talking about? Nothing. You know, it took me like the longest time to understand that ship meant it was just short for like relationship. Like when I realized that, I was like, oh, that's why it's called ships. Like it must have been like years. And then my brain finally was like, oh, that's what it is. That's why it's called this way. I think it's kind of the people eat lots of beef. Russians do eat lots of beef. Yeah, that tongue gotta go somewhere, you know? Don't let it go to waste. Is it? I didn't know. I swear that's what it is. Like, it makes sense, right? For it to be short, for relationship, like ship. I swear that's what it is. If I'm spreading misinformation, I'm not sorry. But... but I hope I'm not. Little dumb and then just say relationship because people love shortening things. I guess it sounds like fancier that way. Hello, Vang! Happy New Year! How have you been? And hello, Doggo! Happy New Year! They have lore, but I don't want to say how my OCs die and the shipping comics are alternative universe. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'll never understand kids these days. Me neither. Even I'm starting to feel a little old, you know? Lately, when I see some stuff on the internet, I'm like, no, I'm too old for this shit. And I'm not even that old. Oh yeah, it's my birthday soon, actually. I don't know. I kind of forgot. Like literally just the other day, I was like, oh, I guess it is my birthday on Sunday. I was like, oh, yeah, it's my birthday. Holy shit. Happy birthday. You're a bit early, but you've got the spirit. Thank you. I'm starting to feel old. Grilled fajitas for New Year's. That sounds good. Sorry for being here for so long to celebrate New Year's with our grandma and she's in a place with no internet. Oh, it's no problem at all, Dogo. I understand. Holiday seasons, usually people get like busy with families and stuff. Yeah. I hope you had a good New Year at your grandma's. Sounds like a nice time. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday yet, guys. My birthday is on Sunday. It's not my birthday. I think I'm older than you guys. My knees make noises. Everything I get. My shoulders make noises sometimes when I've been like sitting at my desk for a long time. I like straighten my back or like I move my arm and my shoulder kind of cracks. Happy birthday! Thank you. It's not my birthday. But yeah, right after my birthday, literally the day I'm literally staying for my birthday, but like right the day after, I am going back to university. Traveling back. No more leaving with mom. Birthday girl. It was great. We didn't tell her that we were coming over, and then we arrived. She was so crying. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's really sweet. Aw, that's adorable. That's good. It's good to visit your grandma. My knees are starting to hurt pretty badly. I can't even crouch anymore. Oh my god. That's really bad, Minami. That's really, really bad. My knees are fine. Which is weird because I don't, like, walk around or exercise anywhere near as much as I should. But I think the fact that I live on the 4th floor with no elevator back in London has been keeping my legs, like, in an okay shape. Like, I don't even feel those stairs anymore at this point. I'm so used to it. My lower back is all messed up. Oh my goodness. Last week we all felt our age because we talked about the most like ridiculous mundane things and argued about it. This week we all feel our age physically. Lera has a muscular legs, yeah. It's just my legs. Because of the fucking 4th floor living. I don't know why, but I have a really complicated relationship of drawing colors on shirts, on jackets. It doesn't matter what it is. I can't do it. Like, me and colors on clothing do not get along. I can never do it right. I just don't care anymore, man. Anything like a shirt with a color, like, no. I can't do it. I don't know how they work. My brain just cannot comprehend how it, like, bends and shit. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time grasping colors on clothing. Like, I look at references and it's never, like, what I thought it would look like. It doesn't matter, honestly. This is just a new design for a color that I invented. That's what it looks like. He just has a special one. I found a girl boss Pokemon, but it turned into a Ditto. Oh man. Yeah, when you find a Pokemon and you're excited about it because like a new Pokemon, and then you like catch it and it's a fucking Ditto. My back is in pain. Oh, you guys. When are you going to start lifting weights? Should I? Maybe I should. Who knows? My mom really wants me to exercise. She keeps like telling me, Lera, you need to exercise. You don't feel it right now, but you will start feeling it soon. But you're not fit enough. And I'm like, I'll consider it. I think everyone should lift weights. I don't know, how am I gonna fit into my Lolita dresses? Mystery. You know, Lolita fashion is horrible. They have, like, most of it comes in like one size. I have to stay skinny for my Lolita. I lift myself every day to go to the bathroom. Multiple times a day. You know, like, and me and Minami compete in speed, so like it's like extra exercise. So yeah, me and Minami are good, probably. Lifting weights, I don't know. I definitely need to do some kind of exercise. I used to be so into Ring Fit Adventure. Like, I was so good at it, man. And I was doing it daily. Like, I was properly keeping up with it and everything. Like, at some point, the game was like, you know, you've been, like, on strike. You play it more often than, like, you're, like, in the top 6% or something. Because most people abandon the game by now. And I was like, damn. People, and it wasn't even that far into the game. I was like, wow, people really don't stick for long with Ring Fit Adventure. Like, I was so good at it. Like, it was fun and everything. But then I kind of forgot about it. And now I'm too ashamed to go back. Now I'm too ashamed to come back, and Ring Fit is gonna be like, I haven't seen you in months, Lera. Where the fuck have you been? That was like the most exercise I've gotten like ever, because apparently the only way you can get me to exercise is to also make me play video games at the same time, because I am a hoe for video games. Hello, Lyra! Happy New Year! How are you doing? How were your holidays? Or I think that you're physically fit. No. Trust me. Oh, trust me. Ring Fit stream when? No way. I can't do that. I cannot do that. Try Just Dance. I used to play Just Dance as well, but I only played the Hatsune Miku songs. I actually never owned Just Dance on my own. I played at my friend's house all the time. Like, every time we went to my friend's house, we did two things. Played Just Dance and watched Vine compilations. So I think you can guess how long ago that was. From that description, I think you can understand just how long ago that fucking was. Goddamn. You know you're old when you grunt every time you get up. Dance stream when? Never. What's Vine? Come on, Mystery! Stop trolling me! My holidays were very chill, very fun. New Year's I got a bit too drunk though, so I was in bed till 5 the next day. Oh. Oh well, sounds like you had a good time though. But yeah, good to hear. I started because I'm back to like working on my university stuff. I was like, okay, the holidays are practically over. I'm gonna start bothering the game designer I'm working with. I was like, okay, it's January 4th or like 3rd, whatever date that was, 3rd, right? I was like, yeah, January 3rd, holidays are over, they had a nice break, time to bother the game designer. So I messaged the game designer, I was like, hey, so remember that game I want you to work on? Lera dancing. I got it in 2014, give me a break. Vine existed in 2014. Vine Smugs, haven't heard that name in a while. But yeah, I'm a great dancer, guys. I'm lying right now, but I'm actually really good at doing the just dance. The just dance thingy. To the Rasputin song. No, not the Rasputin song, the Moscow song. And it's like Moscow, Moscow, ba ba da ba da ba ba. That one. I'm really good at that one. I can do the one where you sit down and you like raise your knees. I got like a really high score for that, I remember. Vine Snubs, 2014, truly a good year for this vintage. No, I cannot actually do it, but like it looks funny enough, and Just Dance was like, yeah, that looks good enough. I did it better than my friends. I don't think I can actually do it correctly, but I could do it well enough back then so that it looked passable, and I got like a weirdly high score. We were playing it together, and I got like the highest score on that one song. I was like, damn, my Russian roots are like showing. My Russian roots are showing. I should practice it again. I should like get back into shape. Get my Russian dancing skills back. I just want to film my butt, but no. You see, I would never hit you. No, why do you ask? So next time someone like unironically asks me if I'm Russian, I'm just gonna be like, no. Because it just keeps happening. Okay, Leo, I'm really lazy to give you nice looking shoes, so you're kind of on your own here shoes wise. I just didn't have the time nor energy to look at shoe references. Be thankful I'm not putting like espadrillas or something on you. Is Lera British? Yeah. No, I'm Scottish. I'm pretty good at the Scottish accent. I could probably fool some people with it if I try hard enough. I watched a lot of like sketches. You know that guy who got viral for that but still's heavier than feathers, but they're both a kilogram. But still's heavier than feathers. That one, like, that guy. Like I watched like a shit ton of his like sketches because I just love Scottish accents. Scottish accents are my favorite thing in the world. Like, I just fucking love Scottish accents. I used to have a Scottish physics teacher back in school, and he was so funny, man. The way he spoke was hilarious. He like randomly said words really wrong, and I just like got a vibe with that man. But still heavy and feathers. He's just so funny, man. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Scottish accents, but like they just sound so good to me. Like I could listen to a Scottish accent forever. Like I genuinely like it was one time we had like this lecture with this teacher in my university, and like it was like a one-time lecture or something, and the lecturer had like a Scottish accent. And I was like, damn, I'm getting fucking ASMR from this lady just because she has a Scottish accent. I bet Aurel is British. Aurel is a lot of things, it's true. Scottish ASMR, no, for real. If anybody knows any Scottish ASMR, hit me up. Oi, you talking about British people? No, I'm talking about Scottish people, actually, because they're cooler. They're like, Scottish people are like the cooler British people. In the chat, I always thought, this has to be a trick question, because everyone would clearly say steel and answer feathers, then I'd get really confused when it was still wrong. But they're both a kilogram. British. It probably exists. Like there's probably some, it's not probably like, you know, like a specifically Scottish ASMR. There's probably some poor soul out there that just like has a Scottish accent because they're Scottish, but all of their ASMR becomes Scottish ASMR because of the accent. You know what I mean? Like they probably are just talking normally. Like to be fair, like I swear my physics teacher was faking it. Okay, I'm not saying that he was faking the accent, but I swear he was faking some things. Because basically what he did is he pronounced some stuff really weirdly. Like he basically said head as heed, eyeball as eball, eball, trousers as trousers, and house as hoose. And to this fucking day, I say house as hoose. And it's so annoying because people who don't know what I mean probably think I'm insane. But like to this day, I still, when I see a house, I say hoose. But yeah, but one time, right, hear me out. One time, he was explaining something to us, and he said the word head normally, and then he immediately corrected himself and said heed. And I was like, oh my god, he's faking the accent. I was like, I can't believe he just had a slip up and said it normally. Who's? I was like, oh my god, he just said head normally and then corrected himself. Oh, that was so funny. And it's the way like we kind of all like just like looked at each other, but we didn't say anything about him. Yeah, fake Scottish, no, for real. Like, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe he did that just now. Oh, that was funny. He was great. I really liked him. He didn't teach physics very well, but you know, at least he was fun. Like his lessons were decent, even though like I barely passed physics. But yeah, he weirdly got really into learning Russian at some point. Like, he I don't know if maybe it's because we had like a lot of Russian students, but he basically got like really into learning Russian. And he got so into it, he, like, at some point he could, like, genuinely have, like, a very basic conversation with you. Like, I would be walking, and because we had to walk from building to building a lot, and, like, I remember, like, walking together with him, and he was telling me stuff about the weather, and shit like that, and I was like, damn, sir, your Russian, like, is really peaking up. Like, holy shit, man can, like, have a basic conversation about weather with you now. It's crazy what people can do if they try. It's such a shame I never tried. Imagine where I would be if I tried to do anything. I got a trick question once. I went something like, if a duck is put on the scales, how much is it gonna weigh if we lift one leg off the scales? What does that even mean? It took me a solid 10 seconds to realize that the question was about the duck's weight, not the number on the scales. I'm so confused right now. I'm trying to process the question. Oh god. Okay, that looks alright. His shoes are kinda ugly, but that's fine. He just doesn't have money for good shoes. It's okay. I don't really like his nose, though. Lera's brain is smoky. No, because, like, anything that, like, has any kind of numbers involved, I would just be like, what? Like, how would you know how much is it gonna weigh if they didn't even tell us the weight in the first place? The same? I'm so confused right now what that question even was, and I don't want to think about it. Yeah, I dressed Leo like very warm. Like Lucifer looks like he's dressed for like summer, spring, but Leo's like fall, but like cold, like November going into December dressed or something. That's okay. He'll be fine. They're just in two different timelines. They're not like their like main outfits or anything anyway, because I constantly love to change outfits on my OCs. I don't know, I just really like having different outfits. Like some of my OCs have like set outfits, but that's mostly for like personality reasons. Like Sandria just wears the same yellow dress because she just likes it. She just really likes that dress, so bitch is wearing it all the time. At this point, I can't imagine her not in the yellow dress. My little baby, my single mother. So is he a baby or a single mom? He is a single mother. His personality is like totally single mother personality. Like yesterday, as a joke, I made this like meme with my OCs. Like, this is exactly my OC's personalities, okay? Like, it's like, can I copy your homework? Leo will be like, I'll help you with it. Lucinda's dad also will be like, I'll help you with it. Sandria's gonna be like, yeah, sure. But her homework is probably really wrong. Like, yes, she'll let you copy it, but she's also stupid. Baby's just gonna be like, I didn't fucking do the homework. Victoria's gonna be like, no. These two are gonna be like, we had homework, and Lucinda is just gonna leave you on red. And that's basically all you need to know about my OCs. Like, this is exactly... So this is exactly what my OCs are like. Like, I have never seen an image that can help align personalities of characters better than this. Like, I think this is a perfect exercise for understanding your OC personalities. Like, where would you put them on this chart? This is perfect. This is exactly how you can align personalities to your characters. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, wouldn't it weight the same? And like, they didn't say the number, so like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like sometimes those like trick questions they get you with the fact that you immediately start thinking about how it's a trick question, and then you can't really do anything because you're like thinking that there must be some kind of like more complicated solution to whatever you just came up with, you know? Doesn't that really be like, Lamau, don't care? No, because it's true. That's exactly how she is. Like, the girl boss wouldn't even acknowledge that you texted her. Like, the next day, you're gonna be like, why didn't you answer my text? And she just didn't gonna be like, what text? Even though she read it. It's just like how me and my mom talk, for real, because that's how I also just like, it's not like I ignore people, I just genuinely forget to respond sometimes. Or like if a message is not really like a question or asking me to do something directly, I'm less likely to respond because I just don't really know how to respond. Like if someone just tells me something like a statement, I'm just gonna be like, okay. Like, if you ask me a question, I'm more likely to actually respond to your message. Like, the other day, Minami was like, Lera, you never respond to my messages, and I was like, try asking a question. And now Minami only messages me in questions. For real, she ain't lying, it's true. The honest question I have to that is Gaslight Gatekeep Girl was. I know, man. Like, sometimes I genuinely, like, occasionally, I get a message at a time when I, like, can't answer, or, like, I feel like, oh, I need to, like, you know, sit down and, like, answer this properly. So I tell myself, okay, I will answer this, like, later. But I forget. But later, I will 100% forget that I even got the message. Or sometimes I see a message and I'm doing something like drawing, or I don't know, like playing a game or like watching something. And I think to myself, oh, I'll answer this in a second. But like the second I forget, like the second it's not on my screen anymore. Like once it's like out of my sight, my no object permanence thing kicks in, and I forget that there even was a message in the first place. So it's not like I'm intentionally ignoring people, I just fucking forget to answer. Like, I really am, I really don't mean anything by it. Like, I'm not trying to intentionally, like, ignore people. I just forget to answer messages. I have ADHD. I'm sorry. And like, so sometimes what I do is I leave a notification on. Like, I specifically don't look at the message, so that when I look at my Discord, I have, like, for example, you know, the notification sign still there. So I'm like, oh, okay, I have a message that I have to reply to. So at least, like, the notification reminds me. But if I accidentally opened the message already, oh boy, I'm so sorry. You will never hear from me because I forgot to answer you and I opened the message, so even the pink thingy won't save it. Honestly, just spam me. If I didn't answer to you once, honestly, just text me again. Yeah, my memory is non-existent. It really is. It's actually kind of concerning. It's starting to enter concerning territory because I'm like, I really, like, once it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Like, that's exactly how it is for me. I don't remember shit. And it's terrifying. Spam, you got it. Thank you. Sometimes I talk to someone and start thinking and then go, what were we talking about? No, for real! Sometimes, like, it's not even like I'm bored in a conversation or anything. I just, like, my brain just kind of, like, turns off. Like, it just kind of freezes. And the person is still talking to me and they're like, Lera? Lera, and I'm like, yeah. And then I answer them hours later. I forget and I reply to, yeah, that's me as well. Oh god, why do I have a Discord? I have a Discord ping. Is someone already messaging me? Okay. His full body looks okay. It's alright. He's long and thin. We'll have to see it. I forgot about that part there. Well. Dang, I will feel bad for spamming. It's honestly fine. Like, if I genuinely forgot to answer somebody's message, like, you're better off just messaging me again. Like, I honestly don't even care. It's like 90% of the time, I'm not intentionally ignoring people. So, like, I don't mind being reminded that I need to answer someone. Like, feel free to remind me, honestly, like, it's fine. I know that I forget. God, his hair looks so weird from sideways, but it's okay. I was considering, like, changing his hair. I did, like, this, like, ever hair concept for him. But I don't know, I'm too attached to his hair. Like, you know, I came up with this when I was, like, 14. So, like, I'm just keeping it. This is cool, but it just doesn't look like him anymore. So I was like, his hair might be ridiculous, but it's his hair and he owns it. Like, I changed Lucifer's hair actually with his, like, redesign. And weirdly enough, like, I don't know, like, for him it still looks like him, even though I changed the hair and it looks better. But I don't know, for Leo, it just stopped looking like him, so I'm keeping it, honestly. I don't care. I don't care when he looks ridiculous. Sometimes you gotta look ridiculous for that hair. Imagine having hair. Oh, I have hair. I just got a haircut. I'm so happy, man. And, like, it's nice and short, so it's gonna take forever to grow back. No, whenever I'm at the hairdresser, they're like, are you sure you wanted that short? Because, like, Spanish people, they're like, I don't know why, but they don't really get haircuts. It's super weird, but haircuts are not very common here. I genuinely don't understand why. Like, I don't know what hairdressers, like, earn from. I guess from, like, dyeing hair and stuff like that. But, like, Spanish people just don't fucking do haircuts. I don't know why. Like, it's really rare for people here to have, like, a haircut, like, for girls at least. So yeah, like, whenever I'm, like, at a hairdresser, they're like, are you sure? Are you sure? Is this short enough? And I'm like, shorter. And they're like, okay, how about this? And I'm like, shorter. I want long hair. Just wear a wig. So yeah. Now my hair, because the thing is, I just always ask for it to be shorter because, like, it takes longer to grow back that way, so I have to go to hair. Like, I just don't really like going to a hairdresser. Like, it's so ironic because I love haircuts. I've had a haircut, like, basically my whole life. So, like, I don't wear long hair, but I hate going to the hairdresser. Like every time I used to go to, I just dread it. So I always get my hair, like, short. So then it takes forever to grow back. Hello, Chi-Boot. Happy New Year. Yeah, and teenage boys have the most messed up haircuts. It's not the same. I guess it's not. I actually used to have hair kind of similar to what Leo has. Actually, I used to have hair that looked like his. Maybe that's why I'm so attached. And like, it looks kind of cool, but once it starts like growing back, it's a bit of a pain to maintain because once it starts growing back, it starts looking really silly. So I only had that kind of haircut maybe like twice, and then I kind of gave up on it. It's not really for me. Like, I like my bob cuts. I just get my bob cuts because they're nice and they're easy to maintain. And like when they grow back, they don't look completely ridiculous. So yeah. Teenage boys look at the broccoli and say, yeah, it's gonna be my thing. No, like, all the teenage boys, they get haircuts like football players. Like, a football player was gonna have like this like really messed up shaved haircut, and the next day every like teenage boy in like the radius has it. Just shave your hair. You see, I don't want to shave it though. I just like bob cuts. I believe in bob cut supremacy, okay? I think that bob cuts are like the superior haircuts. Bob cuts with bangs, perfect. But yeah, Spanish people, they don't get haircuts, and it's actually really funny. When I just started in my Spanish school, a bunch of the kids thought that I had cancer because I had short hair. And I and I didn't know that until I became friends with like one of like the Spanish girls later on, and she was like, Lera, can I, like, it was years later, you know? She was like, Lera, can I ask you something? Can I ask you something like personal? And I was like, sure, what is it? And she was like, did you have cancer when we were like in secondary? And I was like, what? And she was like, you see, everyone talked about how you had cancer because you had short hair, and I was like, oh no. I just had short hair because I like it. Yeah, like apparently they were all like, no, be nice to her, she has cancer, and they still weren't nice to me. Like, the thing is, they still weren't fucking nice to me, like, ever. And I was like, that was them being nice? How would they be if they thought I didn't have cancer and they were like not nice to me? Just how badly would they have been treating me? Bobcats are nice but a little overused. That's because they're simple, cute, and easy to do. Bobcats with bangs are cute. Also, like, the hairdresser tried to convince me to do it without bangs. He was like, actually, this kind of haircuts, they look better without bangs. And I was like, okay, but I kind of don't care. I don't give a shit. I like bangs, man. I've been wearing bangs like my whole life. They're kind of a pain once they start growing out as well. Well. But like, I don't understand because bobcats are not even that short. Like, I don't get why people like start being like, oh, are you like a boy or something? Like right now my hair looks like, after the haircut, my hair looks like this. So I have bangs. I actually have a split in the middle like this. It's really stupid because my hair is like being idiotic. So I have it like this. And then it's like about this short. So it's like a little shorter. It like curls weirdly to the front. I don't know why it does it, but it does this weird thing where it like curls like that to the front. It's shorter than like, it's a little bit shorter than what my model has it. That's how I have it right now. That's literally the haircut I got. This is what it looks like right now. Like it's just like up to my chin. So yeah. Like, how can you fucking misgender someone? Like, that's like the most fucking girly thing ever, man. Like, what am I supposed to have? A fucking bow on my head? For you to not think something? Like, I just don't understand why do people care about people's, like, haircuts so much. Like, last time I checked, there's a hair salon, like, fucking in every town, at least one. Like, so, like, why is it so weird for people to fucking get haircuts in 2022? It would help. I don't know, man. It's weird because, like, in Russia, haircuts are not that uncommon, but in Spain, they seem to, like, really not be a thing. And nobody here wears bangs as well. I feel like bangs are pretty rare. I don't know, I feel like bangs, most people just kind of don't want to bother with them, which I do kind of get. Like, I feel like most people just can't be bothered with bangs, and I understand that. And a lot of people don't like how they look with bangs, which is weird because I generally like how people look with bangs most of the time. I love how I look with bangs. It just looks like Lera with big horns. Yeah, I don't know, man. So yeah, there's like weird hatred for bangs as well out there. We'll never understand it. Can't be bothered with bangs. Yeah, most people really don't like bangs. But I just don't know, I just like how they look, so to me it's like worth the sacrifice. And once mine like grow out, and if I haven't gotten a haircut yet, I just hair clip them. I clip them kind of like how Kagami Nerin has it. I just put like 2 hair clips to hold them in place, and that's it. Because they do kind of grow out until I can't see shit anymore. I would like to use my bangs, but my hair parts right in the middle. Yeah, that's what happens to me as well. My hair also parts, like that's why I drew it like that. It does this like thing where like I used to wear my split in the middle, like there, and because of that my bangs would like split in the middle as well, and I looked like a fucking anime protagonist, but like in the worst way possible. So what I started doing is I started wearing like the split of my hair on the side. So now when my bangs split, at least they split on the side and it looks nicer. Like it looks okay when they split on the side. It kind of looks like they're just kind of like laying on the side instead of like being like straight bangs. I don't know how to explain it, but like it just looks nicer that way. So yeah, once I stopped wearing like the split of my hair like in the middle, it kind of solved itself. I-K-O. What's a princess cut? What does that look like? Not gonna lie, I don't know if you guys have seen Kanata's new song and MV. I really recommend it. It's so good. I've been like looping the song, but like it has this like the main character in it. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with their hair. Wait, I think I have a reference. I want to draw a fan art of it, so I have like a reference there. I'm obsessed with the main character's haircut. I want a haircut like this, man. It just looks so cute. I know you wouldn't be able to see shit with this because it's covering their eyes so much. But like, it just looks so cute. I'm obsessed with their fucking haircut, man. Like, I want that. Maybe next time I'm getting a haircut, I should ask for something like this. But also, I'm so attached to my fucking bobcat. Like, I've had my bobcat for years. Every time I go to the hairdresser, they're like, don't you want something different today? And I'm like, no. No, I do not. Shut up. Give me the bobcat. But yeah, this looks so cute. I really recommend the music video and the song. They're so wonderful. Like, Kanata kind of popped off of that one. Like, holy shit, it's so good. I wished the MV like 5,000 times by now. But yeah, my model's haircut is like basically my hair if it didn't split in the middle. And basically my model's haircut is kind of how my hair looks once it grows a little bit after I get a haircut. Once it stops like curling towards the center. How do you see? Is that the other one I was thinking? Like you can't see shit with it. But it looks so cute. Maybe you like make the bangs shorter. Okay, so what's a Hime cat? Let me look it up. Ime. I know what that looks like. Oh, it's the one with really like straight bangs and straight side bangs, or like very like right angle kind of cut, like what Daoko? I think Daoko has her hair like that. Yeah, I have a friend who wears it actually. It looks really good on her. She has that kind of haircut. Yeah, Himeka's are cute, but I feel like they're also a pain to maintain. Especially if you wanted to stay in that nice, perfect shape. I once had a cat, the bugs that went over one of my eyes. That's very emo. That's very emo, doggo. I approve. Yeah, no, haircuts are weird, right? Like, there's so much variation, but I feel like most people just kind of go with, like, very basic ones or just don't cut their hair. I feel like hairdressers must be so bored. Like, I imagine hairdressers, you know, they probably, like, learn to do all sorts of haircuts, but then once they actually start working, unless they, like, work for, like, you know, in some kind of, like, specific industry, like showbiz or something like that, probably, like, most of the haircuts they do are really mundane. Like, they're probably like, every time I come in for a haircut, they're like, don't you want to try something different? And I'm like, no, I want... no, I want a bob cut. If there had long bangs, she would be constantly falling down the stairs. It's okay, I already fall down the stairs anyway. But it's true, once my bangs grow out, I cannot see shit, man. Which is why I clip them with, like, Kagami Narin hair clips. My hair is big and curly, so I don't know how emo is that. I see. Yeah, I just have really straight hair. But yeah, I used to have like half of my hair shaved. It was fun. I wish it wasn't. I wish haircuts weren't that painful to maintain. And like, it's pretty expensive to get a haircut sometimes as well. So like, yeah, I don't know, man. If only the maintenance wasn't such a pain, I'd be getting all sorts of haircuts, you know? And also, like, it's a kind of like fear, I guess, that it's not really reversible. So if they fuck it up, you're gonna be stuck with that haircut for a while. My hair was big and curly before my mom cut it short, and now it sucks. Oh, it's okay, it'll grow back. Yeah, the good thing about hair is that it grows back. The bad thing is that it takes a while. Like, I thought hair grows back really quickly. At least, like, I don't know, mine does. But I didn't realize just how actually not that quickly it grows back after I got my hair dyed. Like, I used to have my hair dyed. It was basically all, like, bright pink. But on the underneath layer, like, you know, the back layer from, like, if you, like, raise your hair. Like, you know, that kind of, like, back layer of it was blue. It looked really cool. But oh my god. Maintaining it was such a pain. Like, the blue stayed for a long time, but the pink would wash off so quickly, so I constantly had to get it re-dyed. And then I kind of got tired of it, so I was like, you know what, I don't really care anymore. I'll just let it, like, grow out. And I swear it took over a year for me to finally cut off the last blonde, like, bleached hair that I had from that one time I dyed my fucking hair, man. Like, I remember I was at the hairdresser and she was like, look, we're finally cutting out of, like, the last remains of that bleached hair you had from that one time you dyed your hair 2 years ago. And I was like, oh wow, that's great. Well, that sure took a while. So yeah. Dyed hair is also not really my thing. Like, I had dyed hair a few times, But it's just such a pain to maintain, and then once you have to like wait for it to like grow out, and it's just not for me. It looks great for like a week maybe, and then it starts, and then it becomes really like weird. I love dye hair. I had blue and red one year. Yeah, it looks nice, but like I don't know. I went for my dyed hair phase, and you know, it made me really happy. Like I was perfectly happy with it. And now I'm calm. Like, you know, I've tried it, I've had it, I have nice pictures of me with it. That's it. You know, I'm good. I don't want it anymore. Like some of those things, you just gotta do it like a couple times and then you don't really want it anymore and you're perfectly happy. Like I'm happy that I had it, but I don't really want to do it again. You know? Yeah, but some people commit to dyed hair. Like some people I know, like I don't even know what their natural hair looks like because they always have their hair dyed. Some people really like it and they commit for real, not like me. I have commitment issues. The only thing I commit to is the bob cut. Bold Lera when? Why do you mean to be bold? Have you considered shaving your head? Oh my god, stop offering it! Mystery, at this point I feel like Mystery just wants to shave my head. If I ever meet you IRL, Mystery, are you just gonna like shave my head in my sleep or something? Maybe I can have very white tips when it'll make me happy that I tried white hair. I think that will look nice. You'll kind of look like Kaneki from the final season of Tokyo Ghoul. People who dye their hair pink, they say pink for yeah, especially like I've tried pink hair. Pink washes off so fast. Like blue stays, but pink goes very quickly. And I'm like, yeah, the commitment is crazy because like they must be like constantly. It's either like you have to re-dye it, and also there's like special shampoos for dyed hair. There's even like pink. I used to have pink shampoo back in the day when I had pink hair. Like it basically kind of like re-dyes your hair, or like it helps you maintain the color. That's what it like did. So yeah, that's how like you have to like really, you know, maintain it. Find someone to share my misery. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. The cat that Minami says looks like me. I still don't know. It kinda does. It kinda looks like my first model. And that upsets me. Hello, Super. You had pink hair, I did. I had pink and blue hair. Okay, so my first ever dyed hair was that I had like pink, kind of like pink highlights, I guess. But then the next time I dyed my hair, I went bigger. So I got like almost all of my hair was pink and the back of it was blue. So yeah. And after that, I never dyed my hair again. And after that, I've had enough. Yeah, how are you doing, Super? It does look like you. Oh god. The Wawa cat curse. Okay. The line art is done for Leo. He looks like a good boy. Because he is. Time to color this motherfucker. Yeah, Super, we were just talking about like haircuts and dyed hair and shit like that. I'm not sure why. I can never remember where the conversations come from, but yeah. Been watching JoJo. Oh yeah, that's right, with your sister. Is she liking it now? A little more? Today I just accidentally like overshared about Monogatari to Ethan for like an hour. I was like, yeah, but Ethan, you have to watch it in this order. And the main character, look at him. Isn't he cute? I sent him like 5 gifs of him. Like, look, Ethan, he's just a little guy. And he was like, that's never good. Like, when you call someone a little guy, that's never good, Lera. And I'm like, look, Monogatari is great. She enjoyed part 1, but we did not continue since she was sleepy. It's good that she ended up enjoying it in the end. I just saw the manga about the girl who was the last heterosexual. No, for real, it was so funny. So he was Jack? No, he was not. Araragi is like the most like simple and basic looking guy you will ever see. He's just like really, really basic. What kind of anime is that? What, Monogatari? Oh boy. I tried to explain Monogatari to Ethan today, and I think I scared him off. Like, I was too honest about what it was, and he was like, what? Like, I was like, god damn it, I should have been this honest. I should have told him what it was actually about. Because I was like, well, you know, for a harem protagonist, he's great. And he was like, harem? Lera, it's a harem. And I was like, oh, I thought you knew that already. How are you doing, nonsense? I will never understand your definition of little guy. A little guy is a little guy when I say he is. Like, I define what a little guy is. Like, I decide what's a little guy and what isn't. That's all you need to know. Like, basically, a character is a little guy if I said they're a little guy. I hope that helps. Alright, then you decide the colors of your outfit, Leo. What could possibly go wrong? So like every girl has a curse or something like that. Okay. Hear me out. The main motto of Monogatari and Araragi is that people don't get saved, they save themselves. And Araragi always says that. And whenever the girls are like, oh my god, Araragi, you saved me, he's like, no, you saved yourself, like a Chad. He believes that he's very humble. You see, he's the kind of guy who's gonna do like he goes to such like stupid lengths for people. He like barely even knows, to be honest. But he'll be so humble about it. Like he'll be like, yeah, you saved yourself, it's okay. Like, I just really like him. He's such a sweetheart. And I used to... It's weird because I used to hate his girlfriend, Senjo Gahara. Like, I couldn't stand her, man. I was like, oh my god, Senjo Gahara is so annoying. But now that I look at her now, I'm like, fuck, we have the same personality. You hate those similar to you. I simply hated her because she reminded me of myself. I don't see any other explanation. Like, bitch is like just like me, for real, for real. Like, I was reading some stuff in the novels and I was like, fuck, she is literally me. Aragi's the guy that throws kids in the area. He does a bit of that too. Yeah, Monogatari is wild. Like, it's gonna be like the most like, you know, deep. We're gonna be having like the most deep conversation you've ever heard. But the next second, they're gonna talk about like absolutely nothing. Like, they're gonna talk about the most, like, ridiculous shit you have ever heard. Then the next second, there's gonna be this, like, really intense battle, or, like, some kind of, like, aberration case, or, like, some kind of curse, whatever happening. And then the next second, he will be brushing his sister's teeth in a very inappropriate way. Like, Monogatari, it has range. What can I say other than it has a lot of range? It's a very varied show. I can definitely tell you that. For what kind of variety? You just have to see it for yourself. Because it's very hard to describe without making it sound absolutely deranged. Because it kind of is absolutely deranged. Like, Monogatari is probably like it's weird because Araragi, he's like both the sweetest guy I have ever seen in anime and the most deranged man I have ever seen in anime. Because like 1 second he will be like really sweet and kind and like helping his girlfriend. And you know, he's gonna be telling you like this like really deep stuff, and he's gonna be saying all those really sweet things about like his relationship with Shinobu. And then the next second, he will see Hachiko Jimayoi, and he will run up to her and do things that you should never do to a kid. And I'm like, damn, Araragi, I don't know how to describe your personality to someone in a couple words, because it's just not possible. I swear, bro, just watch it, bro. They're doing it, bro. Come on, bro. Oh no, they absolutely are related. A friend of mine tried to convince me to watch Monogatari. I watched a couple episodes, and my mind couldn't take it anymore. Hello, Kawa. Happy New Year. It's good about everything on screen, and you know, yeah, Monogatari has really insane editing. Like visuals wise, Monogatari is definitely one of the most like unique, especially in its like genre, because usually that kind of genre doesn't really like have crazy visuals or like, you know, really like insane animations, but Monogatari like kind of goes all out with the way it presents itself. It's pretty crazy. Like, they're gonna have like random shit on screen, they're gonna have like a million things happening at the same time, because the thing is that Monogatari is extremely dialogue heavy. Like 90% of Monogatari is dialogue. Like, there's a lot of talking happening, and that's how the books are as well. But the books write the dialogue extremely interesting, so you kind of, you know, you like it. But I feel like once it becomes an anime, it's really difficult to make it entertaining enough for people to watch, you know, because they will be talking for a while. So the directors had to come up with like the most like fucking random and like abstract shit that could be happening on screen that will both keep your attention and not distract you completely from the conversation. So like I clearly remember there's like this one random conversation Araragi is having with Shinobu, and while they're having this conversation, they're just arranging those like frog plushies by size. Like, that's what they're doing. They just have those like they're talking about something like related to the plot, like it's something really important, I think. But while they're doing that, there's like those frog plushies, and they're just arranging them like on the bed. And Shinobu is like sitting hugging one of them or something. Like, I'm just like, how is this real? I'm just like, they're having this conversation, and while they're doing it, there's like this frog plush that came out of nowhere, but Shinobu is like hugging, and I'm just like, I'm loving this. Wish you all best wishes for the year ahead. You too, Kawa. I hope you had a good year. I'm alright. I mean, I'm gonna be an anime light novel, bro. I mean, that's what it is, yes. Monogatari is an animated light novel because it is. I actually really recommend the novels. I like the anime, but I have novels fresher in my mind because I read them more recently. I haven't read all of them. I have a bunch that I still need to read. I've read, let's see, I've read the three Bakemonogatari, I've read the two Nisamonogataris, and I've read the Kizumonogatari, so I read 7 novels? Can I count? No, I read 6 novels. There I tried, yeah, I read 6 novels. God. Hello, Boris. And yeah, apparently, the way they're written in Japanese is really interesting because they're extremely dialogue heavy, right? So every single character needs to have an extremely specific and unique way of speech. Apparently, it's a really common technique in light novels in general, not just Monogatari. But yeah, basically all characters are supposed to have a very, very distinctive way of speaking so that the reader can easily distinguish who is talking at the moment because they are very dialogue heavy. Yeah, so like Shinobu basically speaks in like ancient Japanese because her story is that she learned Japanese a long time ago when she first came to Japan, then she left. And now she came back during like modern times. So her Japanese stayed the way it was back when she first learned it in like ancient Japan. And honestly, I vibe with that. Like in English, she speaks really funny. In English, she speaks like in Shakespearean English, basically. It's really entertaining to watch. Because she's just so small, but then she speaks like a fucking Shakespeare character. Read the manga to become a man. Please don't read the Monogatari manga. I am on my knees begging. Please don't read the Monogatari manga. It's the fakest shit ever. They were like, okay, what if we took Monogatari and basically redid the whole thing, but as a manga, except we also made it like 3 times as sexual. Like, Monogatari is already quite sexual, but the manga really said, you know what? It wasn't enough. I love Sushi, but God, they put way 20 essays on screen. Yeah, they kind of do, but to be fair, like, you don't really need to read everything they put on screen. Like, I've read pretty much everything that they put on screen, and it kind of doesn't really matter. And honestly, if you care that much about what it says on screen, just read the light novels. Honestly, just read the light novels because you're probably gonna like them more than the anime anyway, since like it's just more interesting. Like they have more text anyway, they have more dialogue, they have more like character detail. Like I feel like Araragi has a lot more personality in the light novels. Like in the anime, he still has more personality than like an average harem protagonist generally would. But like in the novels, because all the novels are written first person from his perspective, it was actually a lot more interesting for me to see what he actually thinks and like feels whenever like stuff was happening. Like it actually gave me a better insight into him, because like in the anime, obviously they can't just have everything exactly from his POV. So I don't know, I really liked it. You say that I didn't spend a whole hour in... Yeah, okay, maybe that's kind of on you. Like, you just seem to have like this weird fear of missing out, but with useless text. Like, she actually reads like all the fucking text into it. Even though she doesn't care for it, she still reads it. Minami has this like weird fear of missing out on the fucking Pokemon text. I don't know why. Like, if I don't care about something in, like, a game, I'm just gonna skip it, man. I skipped, like, everything in Genshin. All the dialogue in Genshin that could be skipped, I skipped it. Back in the day, God, I have no idea. Like, I had no idea what was happening in Genshin back when I played it. Literally because I would just be like, I don't care. Give me the rewards for this event. And I would just skip through everything, and then I'd be like, wait, what is happening? Where am I supposed to go? And be like, wait, what am I doing right now? Because I just didn't fucking listen to any of the dialogue. I used to not skip anything, but Lera told me not to waste my time. When did I do that? When did I teach you this valuable lesson? The way I knew about everyone's past in Liyue. Yeah, you see, not me. I don't have a single piece of Genshin lore in my brain because because I was like, no. Like, if I care about something, I'm obviously gonna read. Like, I really love the Monogatari series, so like I read most of the stuff that was on screen. And I'm reading the novels and stuff, so like that probably gives you more stuff. So yeah, but like yeah, if I don't care, I don't care. I know, just you telling us all the time that you skip things? Damn. I can't believe you guys were peer pressured into like not skipping things in games. Aww. If you had a skip dialogue option, would you use it, Lera? What do you mean? Like IRL? Do you mean like IRL? It's okay, my brain does that anyway, IRL, because sometimes I'm just like, wait, what are we talking about? I even read the warning things in bottles of ingredients. Oh my god. I see, so Minami just basically reads everything. You poor soul, Minami. I hope one day you'll be free from this curse. It's like with food, Lera, I have to finish it. Damn. My condolences. You see, I don't finish anything. I don't finish anything that I start. Oh god, that's not the flex I think it is. The other day I started getting recommendations from Marion across. I can't escape it. Looks like my previous question is redundant since you seem to skip conversations mentally IRL anyways. Yeah. You see, my brain came with that function installed. I got the patch, I got the skip button patch anyway. Imagine talking to your mom, you skip the dialogue and the boss fight with mom begins. Oh. You guys should listen to Marion Across. The other day I played it to my mom. Like, we were in the car and I was like, Mom, can I play my favorite song right now by this band that I really like? And she was like, sure, go ahead. And I like connected my phone to the car and I played it and I was like, isn't this the best song ever, Mom? And she was like, it's okay. And I was like, oh, alright. Starts crying right there. It's alright. When I buy new product, I sit down and read the whole package and purposely try finding extra text on it because I need to know more of it. Oh god, Minami, that sounds really bad. To be fair, I used to get like a lot of anxiety over things. back in like I think high school, I used to have this thing where I also had this like weird feeling like I have to like finish something or I have to like do something that they weren't like really important things. They were pretty much like insignificant things like that, you know, like reading something like that, or you know, like doing something very like basic that wasn't really that significant. And I used to like get this like really weird anxiety where I was like, oh my god, what if I like don't do this and then I regret it later or something. So like I really had to get myself out of that mindset because it was kind of getting bad. So yeah, ever since then I was like, nope, I'm gonna just ignore things that I don't care about. Obviously you shouldn't ignore important things. Like if there is like a genuine warning, like an allergy or something like that, and you do have allergies, you should probably read it. But like with really like small things, or like especially in games, if it's not really that important, honestly, just skip it. Maybe even lore keeper. I wonder if there's a lo-fi version of Mary on a Cross and I can just loop it on stream. That'd be hilarious. Imagine. You go down just like Holy Mary. Mariona. There is a slowed and reverb version. Because they tried to monetize on the TikTok trend. So hilarious. But I like reading. Oh, you like reading? Read every Monogatari novel then. Oh, you like reading? Then why don't you read every Monogatari novel, Minami? Runs away. Like when Vinjista and Lera will collect every version of that song, yeah. Weeding. She did pick the Weed Cat as her Pokemon starter. Just be friends. All we gotta do, just be friends. Oh, you like reading? Name every book. It's called Weed Oliver. Yeah. God, the other day I saw this really funny My Little Pony comic where Fluttershy had a weed brownie, and I was like, who made it? Like, My Little Pony fans are so unhinged. They're gonna make like the most random fucking content for this literal children's show. Like, it's so amazing. Imagine reading. My goal for 2023 is to read 10 books. I read 6 books last year. I'm gonna read 10 this year. Just you watch me. Just you fucking watch me. I read 6.5, I guess. I didn't finish Dorian Gray before New Year's because I have a PS5 here. I don't, you see, I read all of my books in England because I don't have a PS5 there. You read books? I do. I try to. I picked it up again this year. I mean last year, not this year. I used to read a lot, but then my passion for reading died because of like school and shit like that. And I don't know, I stopped reading for ages, but I picked it up again last year. And yeah, last year I read 6 books, which is not that much, but it's a huge improvement from the 1 book I read the year before. So yeah, I'm gonna keep at it. My goal is to read 10 this year. Just you wait. Oh my god, hi Natias! How are you doing? Happy New Year to you! I read your mom's OnlyFans prices. Okay, and then you knew that you were too poor to subscribe. You fucking loser. Only looked at the prices? Like, damn, don't come. I need to do more reading of full books. Most of my reading is work related, a very specific thing related to my hobbies. Does manga count as a book? No, it doesn't. Stop lying to yourselves. If I counted manga, I would have read more books last year than 6. Lera, did you just confirm? I never confirmed nor denied. Guys, it's been a while. Who is this cute you drawing? It's my OC, Leo. I'm remaking reference sheets for all of my OCs. Well, at least for like the main ones that need redesign. So yeah, I redesigned Lucifer last week. So this week we are torturing the Leo. All of my main OCs have names that start with L, which is really funny. And then Lera also starts with an L. It's amazing. The letter L is just really persistent in my life. I don't accept any criticism about their names. Like, I've had people tell me shit like, you know, you shouldn't have, like, the main characters have names that started with the same letter. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing this professionally. This is never getting published anywhere. L like a loser? No. How dare you? You really like taking the L life? I don't know, I just think that names that start with an L are nice. I actually used to, back when I did like English in school, there was a lot of like creative writing tasks. Like they were preparing for this exam that required you to write like a story or something based on a theme that they give you. So we did a lot of like writing exercises where we wrote to like themes that they set. And I kid you not, it didn't fucking matter what theme or like, you know, title or anything that they gave us. It didn't fucking matter what it was. I always somehow made it about my OCs and vampires, because my OCs are vampires. But like, every time I would make it about vampires and my like vampire OCs, it like I could come up with like anything based, like the theme could be like nothing remotely similar to anything vampire related, but I would still make it vampire related. And my English teacher was so annoyed with me. Like, she was like, Lera, you gotta stop writing about vampires every time I give you this exercise. And I was like, okay, I won't write about vampires next time. And I did this like thing, I was like, I wonder how far I can get away without like writing about vampires. And so basically I wrote like for a while, like I think for like a whole page, I kept writing about my OCs, but I didn't mention that any of them were vampires. So I just wrote the whole thing, and then at the very end, I kind of like, as an afterthought, I just mentioned that one of the characters was a vampire just for fun. Oh my god, the teacher was so mad. Like, when she handed it back to me, you know how they like, you know, when they're marking it, they would like tick stuff with like a pen, right? So, you know, I was reading it and she was like tick, 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 and then it gets to the vampire part and it's just like underlined. And she was like, no! I don't know what the problem was. I think vampires are very sexy. Yeah, she will never forgive me for that one, I don't think. 10 out of 10 storytelling, I know. Like, they could give me like any theme and I would magically twist it to be about vampires. I was really good at it, I really was. When was this? I think it was during year 11. It must have been during year 11, so like yeah, when I was like what? 16, 17. Oh god. It was so funny, man. Like I just like, and she also was like, Lera, why do all of their names start with L? And I was like, it's a good letter. It's a good letter, what can I tell you? Like, I also had Lilium in one of them, and she was like, another name with L, Lera? Really? Well, also in my defense, Leo is not a vampire. Like the guy I'm drawing right now, he's not a vampire. So not all of my OCs are vampires. This guy isn't a vampire, and he was part of like every story. So I don't know what my teacher was complaining about. Clearly not all of them are vampires. She just wasn't paying enough attention to the lore. Like I was giving her like my my English teacher was getting the OC lore many wishes she could get from me. Like, my English teacher probably knows more of my OC lore than, like, anybody else ever did and ever will know. Because I just, like, kept handing her in those assignments. So, like, I think it's kind of funny that my English teacher... Like, if you think about it, my English teacher is literally the one who knows most of my OC lore. It's kind of funny. I gotta be your English teacher then? Not a vampire yet? No, he's not gonna become a vampire, I swear. I don't think he can, because he's something else. How many names even start with L? In my OC lore? A lot. Like, at least out of my OCs, I've got Lucinda, Leo, Lucifer, Lilium. I think one of Lucinda's sisters has an L as well, I don't remember. When is the lore video dropping? I don't know, ask my English teacher. Did you have any personal talks about your teacher? No, just her expressing how annoyed she was with me for it. But you know what? I think I made the really boring stories everybody else wrote so much more, like, brighter. Like, I was just trying to brighten her marking. I don't know why she was so mad. I was clearly writing some very interesting stuff there when everybody else was writing really basic stuff. Like, I bet nobody else wrote about the vampires. And their OCs. Isn't the bite team and he turns into a vampire baby girl? No. No, he doesn't. Not how it works. For good reason. Look, I just like my vampires. What can I say? I always wanted to write a vampire story that was like my own. And then everybody talked shit about my vampires. They were like, Lera, they don't sound like real vampires to me. Your vampires are boring. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. Go write your own vampire story. Go read the classic vampire stories then. Dracula is right here. But y'all don't read books, so don't complain. Absolutely no one else would write about vampires that's 16 years old, surely. Matthias, you're underestimating just how, like, normal everybody was in my class. And then there was me. Also, the themes really didn't speak vampire. Like, the themes would be very normal. Like, there would be something like, write a story that starts with a phone call. And then I would be like, I tend to make this about vampire. Also, most people pick the description task. Like, you could basically pick between either writing a description or a story, and most people went with descriptions because they're generally like easier to write than a story. Since the story actually needs to have, you know, like a plot, like a resolution and everything. So most people just went with descriptions. Also, this one boy basically learned like a description off of like the internet, and then he like basically just used that same description every single time. He just tailored it to whatever he had to describe. Like, he just learned a bunch of nice adjectives and like from this like one description, and then he just like tailored that description to like a river or a mountain that he had to describe. It was really funny, and he actually got away with it. I'm pretty sure he passed the exam and everything. I bet one of them wrote about Goku. Guys, I'm honestly not even kidding. There was not a single weeb in my class other than me and that one girl who ended up being my roommate when we went to university. I don't know why, but absolutely nobody in my year group was into anime. Or at least definitely not openly. Like, I don't know why, but like, there were seriously just 2 weebs there. I'm not even kidding. Like, those people were so mentally stable and normal. I was just like, damn. Maybe at least one of them was hiding it. I think some of them liked stuff like, I don't know, Dragon Ball or something, but they were like really casual. Meanwhile, I was like very weeb back then. Like, very weeb. And like, they would always like talk shit about me and my art and be like, oh my god, look, she's drawing her like anime stuff. Isn't like all anime porn? And I'd just be there like, leave me alone. I'd just be like, yes it is, leave me alone. God, that's way too normal. I'm like, how should you get that? Look, it was a private school. No, because I was really upset because later, right, when we started A levels, we had like lower year groups, and I started noticing that a bunch of them would like wear like anime merch and stuff like that, and like a bunch of them were like into anime and shit, and I was like, holy shit, I am just like in a wrong fucking year group. Like, the younger years had like a shit ton of like openly weep people, but my year group somehow ended up just being extremely like not into anime. I don't know how that happened. Like, literally all of the other like younger year groups had weebs, but mine fucking didn't. And I still think about that to this day. Like, I'm like, damn, I really just kind of got this like unfortunate percentage of like lack of weebs. And like, my one weeb friend from my year group, she was like extremely closeted weeb. Like, she didn't really like talk to anyone about it. Like, the thing is, because I was really open about it, like, I honestly didn't give a shit. Like, I just drew anime girls like all day, during breaks, during lessons, like at all times. You could see me sitting in a corner drawing anime girls, and like everybody knew that, right? But my friend was like an extremely closeted weeb. And so once she like at some point they sat us together in English, and she was like, oh my god, this is my opportunity, I can finally make a weep friend. And so she started talking to me about like weep shit like non-stop. Like, she was genuinely like so talkative about it, and I was like, damn, this girl really has no one to talk about this with in this whole school, because like it's that bad. Like, she was so excited, but because I'm an extremely like unresponsive person, with like resting beach face, and like I basically just kind of like, I don't know, I just don't really like talking to people. I wasn't very responsive, and I was like, what the fuck, why does she keep talking to me? Like, I remember being like, why does this girl keep talking to me? Like, you know, even when I finally met someone with the same interests, I was like, what the fuck does she want? Why would she keep talking to me about anime? And your girl who made comics and very coincident she used to upload on the same app that I use? I wish I had time to work on my fucking comics. I still really wanna finish my one shot that I started, but oh my god. I think it's not gonna happen this year, or definitely not until I graduate. Because the next 2 months, if you need me, I'm 3D modeling. Oh god, I'm generally like, my like schedule at the moment for like university stuff is to finish writing the thesis first of all, which they still haven't marked my draft, by the way. And then along with that, I'm 3D modeling for the next 2 months at least. Hopefully it's going to take me only 2 months, but maybe longer. My hope is that I finish it by the end of February. So yeah, that's fun. 3D modeling, then I'm gonna be like making like the animations and putting everything together. Let's see. I think I'll just merge the shoes and multiply color them. I don't care. There you go. Everyone in my class knew that I like JoJo. Can you all guess how? Okay, but like, people who like JoJo, they like JoJo. Like, they really like JoJo. So I feel like if someone is into JoJo, like, you will know. It's same as me and like any of my interests. Like, you know exactly what I'm into because like, I don't shut the fuck up. I need to feel motivated to finish just a mess of a plot. I need to be motivated to fucking start. I wrote like the plot. I wrote it out. Like, I have like kind of like a script. But I think I'm gonna rewrite it as always. As with everything I do. Everything gets rewritten. Because then I also like change the character designs a little bit. Oh god. The problem for me is that I'm never happy with what I'm making currently. So like, it either has to be a really short project so that I just don't have the time to modify it heavily, or I just have to like somehow learn to cope with the fact that I don't like anything I'm making. Me with my Hatsune Miku backpacks, I don't like anime. Yeah, I tried to have I actually saw this girl, right? You know, back when I still tried to make friends at university, which I officially have given up on, by the way. But back when I still tried to make friends in university, about like around last year, I saw that this girl had a Miku t-shirt, and she had like Miku badges on her backpack or keychain or something, I don't remember. And I was like, oh my god, she likes Vocaloid. I'm gonna make conversation about it. And so I came up to her and I was like, "Oh, you like Vocaloid?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Cool." And I kind of like sort of like I kept like asking her things. I was like, "Oh, who's like your favorite? Do you have like a favorite? Do you have like a favorite song or like a producer? Blah blah blah." And she kept like answering me, but she wasn't super like talkative. And I was like, "Damn, is this what it feels like to talk to me?" And I was like, "Oh my god, this is how people feel when they try to have a conversation with me about things." And like we had like the most like awkward conversation ever with that girl. And then like we never spoke again. And like I never looked her in the eyes because it was just so fucking awkward, because like she just wouldn't really respond to me. And after that, I never tried to speak to anyone first in my university again. After that, I gave up on trying to make friends. I was like, if I can't do it with a Vocaloid fan, I can't do it. Oh god, that was so awkward. I saw this girl with an old Miku, and I was like, oh my god, I own her English VB, and she ignored me. The non-producers, no, for real, like, you know? Oh. I don't know, man. I feel like with Vocaloid, I just end up annoying people. Because like I'm just like, oh my god, Vocaloid! I wanna tell everyone everything about it. But then like most people just really don't care. And apparently those who do also don't want to hear about it. It was so awkward, like I still think about it. Wow, and people's cars, that's so cool. I don't care that you want to Miku V4X. Oh god, the JoJo fans are having at it. I don't understand what they're talking about, but they seem to be having fun. Well, yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of gave up on trying to make friends at university. I really did. Like, I speak to a couple people there. Like, we get along, you know. I sit with them and stuff. But I'm not really, like, close with anyone. I'm only close with this one girl at my university, but she's not in my actual, like, course. She's not even in my fucking, like, building. She's in a different college. We just go, like, we go to the same university, but we're on different campuses. Like, I met her in the fucking anime society, and we just kind of like, I just kind of like stuck with her. I'm like, yeah, I like her. But yeah, I'm not really close with anybody from like my actual class. At least I'm a real Vocaloid fan, like you wearing the Miku shirt pulling down. Minami is like was people who have been into Vocaloid for a very long time and they think that they're better than you for that. I would have thought Lera can make lots of friends in university. Nope. I'm not a very social person. Like, the thing for me is that I don't really have the need to talk to people. Like, I am very introverted, and I mean it. Very introverted. Like, it's not like I can't make friends that well. I just don't really care. Like, all of my friendships that I have been from people who approached me first. Like, genuinely, like, never do I actually approach people myself. Because, like, I don't really, like, feel the need for socialization. Like, I'm kind of fine. Like, if someone talks to me, I'm like, okay, cool. But if they don't, I'm also like, okay, cool. You know? But, like, I don't know, I felt like this weird pressure from people around me, especially like my mom and stuff, because like my family and shit, and like some people I knew, they were like really concerned for me. They were like, Lera, what do you mean you don't have any friends in university? And I was like, oh, is that a problem? So I started like making an effort. I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna make friends. And like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I really didn't do it for myself. I did it for the people around me so that they're not concerned for me. Like, I genuinely didn't make that effort for myself. I made the effort so that my mom calms down. Like, at first I was like, man, it's true, you know, I should probably make some friends, I'm gonna be lonely. But then, but like, quite recently, I kind of realized that, no, I'm not. So yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of don't care. I approach people, but it takes a lot of energy for me to maintain relationships, so usually I'm really selective. Yeah, I don't really approach people. Like, I don't know. I tried it, but I realized that because I haven't been doing it like ever in my life, I lack the social skills to actually, you know, approach people and you know, make relationships with them. So I was just kind of like, it's fine. I have like 2 friends at the university, it's okay. Cats also selective in who they want to be friends with. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of gave up on that. I'm good. Like, sometimes I think about it and I'm like, damn, I really don't have like any friends in university. But then I kind of think about it again. I'm like, yeah, but I'm really not bothered. Like, I realized at some point, I realized that the only reason why the fact, like, I don't have any friends bothered me was because I felt like it was like socially acceptable and necessary for me to like have friends, and also because like all this like weird like concept that people kept saying that like, oh, in university is when you make like the most meaningful bonds, and that's where you like meet the people for life or like whatever, you know? And it's like, okay, but my first 2 years at university were fucking corona, so I didn't really meet anyone. It's not like I didn't try, I just genuinely couldn't. And then my last year at the university is right now, and yes, I go in and I see people more often, but it's kind of late to make friends now because we're all gonna graduate in like 6 months. So, honestly, don't care. Unbothered. It's fine. I'm good. Thank you. After being around 90%, I don't need IRL people. 14 Vocaloid is enough. I love how I'm like sharing my like life story while the people are talking about fucking JoJo stands in my chat. I'm like, I don't really have any friends, and people in chat are like, so a stand is. This is so funny. This is so fucking funny. And at the university is where you meet the folks you know forever. That's a lot of A lot of what? But yeah, but I feel like university, it's kind of like your last opportunity to like meet a bunch of people your age all in one place. Because I feel like once you start working, it's gonna be slightly different relationships, even with people that you meet at work. So like I kind of get what they mean. But also, man, like, I don't know. Some people in my class, I don't want to fucking talk to them. Some of the things I've heard them say, I was like, you guys really have those opinions? Like, one time they just had, like, a genuinely transphobic conversation in class. And I was just sitting there like, holy shit, people have these opinions? Like, in fucking 2022? What is going on here? Like, I was just like, holy shit. How are these people my age? Like, I'm so confused. When I wanted to be at university, the point was to not make friends and just vibe. I don't know. I just kind of don't really care anymore, man. Like, I was gonna make friends, but Corona kind of ruined my plans. And then I lost motivation. Like, my first year, I was holding out hope that it's gonna get better anytime now. But my first year was basically a load of crap where nothing really happened and I didn't really do anything. And, you know, like I did work, but I wasn't really that interested in it. And like the projects weren't that interesting, and because it was only the first year, we weren't really getting properly graded on our work. All of the assignments during the first year were pass-fail assignments. So as long as I did the work and like did what they asked for, I obviously was gonna pass. So like I put an effort into things I cared for, like the 3D modeling projects and stuff, but I put like minimal effort into literally everything else. And like it was fully online, so nothing really like felt real to me, so I just kind of didn't care. And so like that, but that whole first year, I was basically living in hope that next year is gonna be different. But then the next year was only a little bit different, except I also ended up extra alone because my roommate left me. So I basically spent all of second year completely by myself. Because my roommate literally fucking ditched me to like live with other people or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay then. So yeah, by the time I got to third year, I just didn't care anymore. Like, I just want to do my work and graduate. I'm not here to make friends anymore. Like, I already am not. It's fine. I'm just here to do my work and get that diploma, and then hopefully, like, you know, move on and maybe meet some other people in other stages of my life. My university experience has been disappointing, to say the least. The people I knew started to bully me, so like that last university experience really made me not want to meet people. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, people at my university are alright, but I don't really. But it feels to me like a lot of them weirdly already like are friends with each other, because I think a lot of them ended up in the same groups since the first year. So even though it was, and a lot of people are also like a lot more like talkative and extroverted, so they kind of talked. So they kind of talked to each other more than they talked to me. So like basically like all of second year, on the few days we did come in, I was basically ignored. And like now they talk to me more. I'm not entirely sure why they talk to me more now. Like, I'm honestly not sure what happened, but like they do interact with me a lot more, because like last year, I swear they didn't know I existed, even though on all the classes that we did have in person, even though they were rare, I did show up. But like, yeah, this year, weirdly they're acknowledging that I'm there, but I don't care anymore. If I was in university, I would have become friends with you. I like talking to quiet people for some reason. They open up to me. It is kind of true because like quiet people, like I don't know, I am that kind of person that like if I'm once I like know someone and I'm comfortable, I'm not gonna shut the fuck up. But that's exactly what my streams are for. My streams are so that I can get to not shut the fuck up, and then I move on with my day perfectly fine because I just let it all out. And then I continue my life without talking to anybody. So yeah. I changed school after COVID and made 0 friends in the 2 years I stayed there. Yeah, pretty much. Like the COVID experience really hasn't made it easy. Like I understand, like I feel like my university life would have been different if COVID didn't hit, but COVID did hit and it affected my like motivation for a lot of things, not just for like socializing. Like, so you know, I don't know. I just don't really care anymore. Like all of my second year, I basically just spent kind of not caring about anything. I was just kind of like there. I didn't give a shit, man. Like I didn't like my teacher as well on top of everything, so it just wasn't good. So like I'm desperately trying to, and I also kind of got used to not really working because like COVID definitely killed the little work ethic that I had. Like I had little work ethic, but COVID definitely murdered that. So I kind of like got really out of habit of actually doing work. So all of my second year I was slowly trying to get back into the flow of things and like get back into actually doing work and actually caring about the work I do. That was basically all of my second year in university. I was just fucking trying to learn how to, you know, do homework again. Oh, hello, Nix. So yeah, and that didn't, like, I only managed to finally get at it by like the last project, which is why my slug turned out quite nice. But everything I did until then, I honestly was just surviving. So yeah. 1 year of GTA 5 and then I got addicted to VTubers. Yeah. I met this friend by sitting with her because she was sitting on her own and I thought she was gonna be an ultra nerd like me because she was sitting at the very front where nobody sits. The other reason I have friends is because we grew up together in the same school for years, and when I moved to the other school I should discover that I was an introvert. Yeah. Sometimes you just kind of have no idea. Like, sometimes you just kind of are stuck with people that you met a while ago. Like, for me, that was the thing in school. Like, a lot of my friends from school were people who, like, approached me first. And, you know, like, they made friends with me first. Because, like, you know, we would see each other at school and stuff like that. But, yeah, once I stopped actually seeing people at school during COVID, and I don't approach people first myself. So that's when I realized that, like, my friendship... like my making friends very heavily relied on me seeing them in person. Like if I don't really see people, like even people who I do talk to in university right now, even people who I like do talk to, I don't really talk to them outside of university. Like turns out a lot of my like friendship relies on me actually physically meeting the person because I don't really talk to people. I'm a nightmare. I'm a nightmare to be like in any kind of relationship with. So like honestly, I don't really blame people for like not wanting to. I don't know how to describe it. I just stare at people and they get close. Damn enemy. I don't know if we would become friends IRL. I would be kind of concerned if you just stared at me. I thought for a second that you would draw Bill's cipher human. I'm literally doing so much damage to my brain. Oh my god, Bill's human form is so cute though. I used to have a phone case drawn by this artist I really liked who drew a lot of Gravity Falls art. I bought like a phone case from them with like a print of their human Bill. I used to be super into Gravity Falls actually, yeah. But yeah, I feel like being friends with me is a nightmare. Because like god, I like what I do is like I text you a meme and then it kind of just disappear for forever until I have another meme to send. Like I really don't talk to people enough. And that's on me. The moment I'm talking about my Vocaloid obsession, I won't be like the Miku girl in your university. I guess that's true. We do like talking about Vocaloid on here. But then, I don't know, Minami. Remember back in the Instagram days? When we weren't really friends, but we were mutuals on Instagram? I would like constantly fucking text you. Like, I would like reply to your stories or something. And you would just ignore me. And back then I was like, damn, this Minami person, we have very similar interests, but they fucking hate me. I remember like seeing Minami's story and I was like, me and Minami literally have the same interests, but oh my god, they never respond to me. Conclusion, I need to send Lera memes. Yeah, pretty much. But I might not reply because I'll forget. I think that's what Ethan does because lately I wake up every single morning and in my DMs I have a fresh notification from Ethan in the form of a meme. Like I think Ethan grasped the formula because every morning I wake up to like a meme from Ethan. He's like, okay, time to set Lera, the meme. Lera, wake up, I sent you a meme. I was very shy, I was like, Lera is way too cool to get close. And when I respond, I overthink. I so listen to Grace's part, I'll be like, oh my god, listen to this. You see, I was the same way. I would be like, oh my god, Minami responded to my story or something, you know? I would be the same way. I was like, oh my god, Minami like talks to me. Yeah, that's how I basically met like all of my friends. Like Holly was the same way. The way I ended up being friends with Holly was that she basically like messaged me also about like my Vocaloid music or something like that. So yeah, like it's really funny that like a lot of like people I've met like online and kind of stuck with would basically just like text me about like should I do like my art or something like that, and they would like and then they would end up having like conversations. The one really shiny accessory, truly the signature of my character design. Oh my god, hi gamer dude, I haven't seen you in ages. How have you been? Happy New Year. Lera, you do art? No. Why do you ask? And as for fun during COVID, I would randomly DM people a random gift that I saved on Discord and start a conversation and never talk with them again! I acknowledged you when you dropped the Lumi contest song. Yeah, and you were like, this isn't even that good, I can do better. Like, I remember Nonsense telling you, I remember Nonsense being like, oh, I remember finding your music, Lera, and I thought, oh, I could do that. And I was like, no. Nonsense's like first opinion of me really was, oh, okay, well, I could do that too. You did tell me that. You were like, oh, look, she posted like this song and she's getting like those views. I could do that too. I was like, no, I can't believe. Stop spitting out my water. You better, bitch. You fucking better. Oh yeah. It's the thing how I wanted to vanish from Instagram because I wasn't going anywhere, and you followed me on Twitter. And I freaked out. I was like, oh my god, listen to it. Yeah, I didn't realize you had a Twitter, but then I think maybe you like commissioned me on Twitter. I don't remember what it was, but like I found your Twitter at some point. I was like, oh, Minami has a Twitter. I didn't know that. But yeah, a lot of friends I made initially online were from like Instagram. But these days, most of the people I met are from my streams or like VTuber stuff, basically. Back in the day, like Instagram was like where I met everyone, pretty much. But these days, it's mostly my VTubing that brings the new acquaintances in, I guess. Good to see you again. Yeah, good to see you too. How have you been? Oh man. Let's make him really blushy. Because blushy boy. Oh god, I saw people on Twitter. God, I'm so annoyed at those like threads that are like, oh, what are your like something something X? Oh, what are your like art X? Oh, what are your like Vocaloid X? Like, oh my god, bitch, no one gives a fuck. Like people would like talk about the most ridiculous shit. They would be like there was this weird debate under the art one where someone said that blush on things like knees and elbows is like a hentai thing, and I was like, literally what? Like everybody does that. Like every artist fucking does that. It makes characters look better. Like it makes skin tones feel more like, you know, alive and like bright. Like literally nobody fucking does that. Look at that baby girl single mother. And then, oh my god, there was this one person who posted something like, oh, I hate it when people draw eyelashes like that. And it had a drawing of how I like this. And I was like, well, that's too bad, I guess. Oh my god. That's such a specific thing to hate. Because I really don't know that many people who even do eyelashes like that. So I was like, damn, that's such a like specific reason to like be unhappy. Like why is your life so difficult that you literally hate something so specific? And also, like, a lot of the stuff on there was, like, really, like, shaming, like, very beginner artists. Like, a lot of it was just, like, beginner artist things, and I was like, damn, you guys never learned anything in your life. You were never beginner at something. My art is when people draw super neon colors that blind my eyes and super edgy line work. Can't relate. You see, I like pretty much all art. The only art I don't like is like the really like horribly like fetishized, not safe for work art. Like that, like that's like probably like that's pretty much like the only art I would say I like actively don't like. Everything else I ever don't care for it, or like I don't know, I just don't really like I don't know, I just don't have an opinion on it. Like anything that's like offensive or just like straight up like really like fucked up, I guess I wouldn't like. But like honestly, people were like pointing out like the most like ridiculous nitpicky shit. I was like, damn, you guys like must be like really bored if that's what bothers you so much. Like the fucking blush on knees and shoulders and elbows, really? Really, man? Blush on knees bothers you? I can't believe it. uh. I like bright color. I do think that sometimes colors can be done in a way that kind of hurts your eyes. But if it's done tastefully, I think that neon colors can also be done very well. So yeah, I don't know. Use sunglasses for that kind of art, exactly. Just put on sunglasses. I do think that like yeah, like some like I don't really like some art styles, but like it's not like I hate them. I just prefer some art styles more to others. Like I generally like more aesthetically, I guess like more like pretty looking stuff, because I know that there are some art styles that are meant to look more kind of like cartoony and exaggerated on purpose. Like I'm not super into that stuff, but I also don't really hate it. Like I just personally like it when everything looks pretty, but that's me, you know, you do you. But yeah, now everyone is like going crazy and doing was like threads, and they're just so toxic for real. Like people like want to be like, oh my god, like there was like a Vocaloid one, and I looked through it, and people were like, there is no good English Vocaloid, but like it's always the same fucking shit, man. Every fucking time. It's basically just like a new way of saying, what's your unpopular opinion? Like people just want to share their toxic unpopular opinions again, and they were like, okay, how do I mask the fact that I want to share my toxic unpopular opinions without calling it a toxic unpopular opinion? And then they're like, ah yes, let's call it an ick. Oh, hello Kiki! How are you doing? The fall 8-bit again, we have gone full cycle once again. Eerie Elixir, pretty, thank you. He's a single mother baby girl, as Minami describes him. I don't know how much I hate the way Synth V looks. Didn't you write how you hate how every program looks, Minami? I don't know. But then people are gonna start being... But then immediately people jump on like another bandwagon and they're like, guys, let's spread positivity! Share what you like about art instead! And I'm like, oh my god, shut the fuck up! No one cares about your opinions on art! The person who said that they hate eyelashes exactly how I draw them made my day. Like, I just thought that was so funny and specific. I was like, I can't believe they stole my art and tweeted about it. Nah, it probably wasn't me. Someone else. But it was still really specific and funny. Summer falls apart. I heard about every program, but made sure Synth was the first one. Okay, Minami. Certain music triggers my migraines. Wasn't Piapro the first one? Oh boy. Here come the call-outs. Oh hell yeah, music motivates me so much to do anything. Sometimes I listen to a good song, and by a good song I mean Mary on a Cross. And I think to myself, maybe I can get through my university final project. Like tomorrow, I'm just gonna be looping Mary on a Cross and I'm gonna start my 3D modeling. But since Vivo's second, damn enemy, your story is already full of holes. Already full of holes. Let's see. I don't really like his face on the full body one. I don't know how to describe it. I thought when I changed the nose it looked better, but I still don't really like it. Leo, explain yourself. It looks okay when I zoom in. It looks weird from the side. It looks fine flipped. Oh man. I guess you're just stuck with that face, Leo. I don't have the energy for you right now. Sorry, buddy. Maybe in 10 years you can have another updated reference shit. It's all good. Shit. Why do I keep saying reference shit? I hate English language and how it matters how you pronounce things. Yo, the Ganesh attorney. Yeah, we're doing a cross-examination, Minami. I like to loop songs a lot. I get really into, if I get really into a song, I'm gonna be looping it for a while. And like, I mean it, for a while. I don't know. I just get like really obsessed with some music. I'm the kind of person who really likes repeating things that I enjoy. Like, that's why I can play The Last of Us basically forever. I love winding Minami up. Lera is so good at it. No, it's because Minami gets wound up about anything. And also, like, Minami's stories are usually full of holes. So, like... she would... I just want to say, she would make a great Ace Attorney tutorial witness. Minami would be a great Ace Attorney tutorial witness. Because, like, it's just hilarious how she, like, says something that's just not true. But she's so convinced that it is. Like, the other day when she was like, yeah, Lera, you posted your announcement early. And I was like, I posted it a day later. Like, I always post my schedule Mondays. And I posted it on a Tuesday. And Minami was like, no way, Lera posted the announcement early. And I generally thought she was being sarcastic. But, like, no, she wasn't. She literally wasn't. Your mom is a tutorial. It's okay, Minami. We love you. We do this out of love. Kind of, I guess. I do it out of love. I don't know about nonsense. I'm sure she does too. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Minami. This is very entertaining. Yeah, I get triggered easily, and I think Minami does too. I think I get triggered easier than Minami will. Like, let's be honest, I get triggered so easily it's not even funny. Like, you could talk to me about any topic, like literally any topic, and I will have some kind of complicated relationship with it, and I will explain it to you in detail. Like how last week we had an argument. Like how last week we had an argument about fucking socks and laundry and fucking salad for 2 hours. That's all we spoke about for 2 hours last week, guys. That's all I think about now. I told it to my mom. I was like, Mom, yesterday on stream we just spoke about things like laundry and I got really mad for some reason, and she was like laughing so hard. She was like, yeah. It's a very adult conversation. I love being like the least neutral person ever. They say that being neutral about things is basically like, you know, worse than disliking them. So luckily for me, I'm not really neutral about anything. I have strong opinions and I love sharing. Because as we discussed earlier, I don't really have any IRL friends. So you guys have to listen to my deranged conversations about laundry bags. Like the silent clause, yeah, exactly. I'm not a super talkative person if put on the spot. I have like one thing I'll talk about for the day and that's it. It's okay, people can just bring up— it's how for me, people can just bring up Elon Musk and I won't shut up, or like Monogatari or something. For you, people can just come into your chat and start talking about JoJo nonsense and you'll be fine. Just make every stream— just become a JoJo streamer. Just do JoJo related stuff. Okay, I think the reference shit is done. Me when I love talking? No, for real, like... like, I wanna be, like, you know that meme? Where it's like, I wanna be mysterious so bad, but I cannot shut the fuck up? That's me. That's literally me. I wanna be mysterious so fucking bad, but I cannot shut the fuck up. Leo baby girl single mother. Yes, Minami. The goofball and the single mother. There you go, perfect. I first want to listen to me talk about Ace's journey for 2 hours. That's such a mood. Like, my mom falls victim to this shit so much. Like, my mom genuinely falls victim to me talking about my interests all the fucking time. I'd be like, Mom, can I show you this music video I found? And she'd be like, I was about to go to bed. And I'm like, it's only 4 minutes long. And she's like, that's really long, Lera. Or like, I would be like, I played Mary on a Cross in the car when I played a bunch of our Ghost songs and she was like, it's okay. And it made me so sad. I was like, I can't believe she didn't care for Mary on a Cross. Or like, I would play some video game. Like, usually I play a game on stream and then in the morning I eat breakfast with my mom and I tell her everything about the game I played last night in detail. Like, I'm like, so last night on stream I played this game, and she's like, okay, there it goes. When I spoke to my today, it was mysterious like a fly. Yeah, I talked to my mom about my— yeah, exactly, that's basically me too. I just force her at a gunpoint. Like, it's not that like she dislikes it, she just doesn't really care. Like, she will sit through it if she has to, and she won't really complain, but she also won't really have an opinion on it or anything like that. Like, she won't really force an opinion out of it or anything. She's just gonna be like, okay, thanks for sharing, and then literally like the next day she'll forget about it. Like, I remember everything I told her. Like, I would talk to her like a year after. I'd be like, Mom, remember that one anime I spoke to you about 2 years ago? And she would be like, no, Lera, no, I don't remember something you talked to me about 2 years ago. And I'm like, well, remember that one anime about the vampire astronaut? And she'd be like, no. But there are some things like Vocaloid and stuff like that that are like really ingrained in my memory. Like in her memory, I mean, because I talk about them a lot. Like, some things I talk about too much, so she does know about them. Like, for example, Len. She knows a lot about like Len because I don't shut the fuck up about Len. So whenever she sees Len, she's like, oh look, it's Len, because like she knows, you know, she fucking knows. It sounds like me to stop talking, and then I'm simply going to continue to prep. Yeah, honestly, like if I'm annoying someone with like my talk about something I'm interested in, like they should just tell me to stop, because I'm not gonna pick up but they're not interested. Or even if I will kind of like, I most of the time I assume but they're not interested, or that they don't really want to hear this. But if I'm not directly told to stop, it's fair game. I will keep talking about it because you didn't directly tell me to stop, and therefore, you know, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Yeah, I still can't do small talk, but like you see, I can talk about my interests forever, but I could never do small talk with people. Like, not a chance, man. I fucking hate small talk. I can only talk about like things that I know a lot about or like I'm interested in. I can't really hold like a really like normal, casual conversation about something. Did you know that when I own 15 family of 4? Yes. I thought you had more than 15. I talk about my sister about stuff like anime and manga because my parents don't care. Yeah, you see, my parents don't care, but I will keep talking about it. Except the difference between my mom and my dad is that my dad will then make fun of me for it, while my mom will just forget about it. So I prefer to just tell it to the person who, like, you know, it comes into one ear, comes out of the other, than the one who will forever remember it and then make fun of it. Like, my dad will never let the Vocaloid thing go. You know, like, it's just not gonna happen. Every time there is, like, some kind of music thing on TV or, like, anything, my dad is gonna be like, well, it's no Vocaloid, right, Lera? And I'm like, we get it, Dad, you make fun of me for liking Vocaloid, I understand. I'm talking about metal fabrication with my dad. I love how special your bond with your dad is, Mystery. But yeah, I cannot stand small talk. Like, I hate it. It makes me really uncomfortable. I really hate being asked shit like, oh, how are you? Because I'm just there like, I mean, do you want the full story, or do you just want me to say good and move on? But yeah. I got my mom into Better Call Saul because I was really into Better Call Saul, but nobody I knew would watch it. So I told my mom to watch it because my mom likes TV shows. Like, my mom will watch like literally any TV show you tell her to watch. So my mom started watching Better Call Saul, and for a while I had something to talk to her about. But the problem is that my mom watches shit so quickly. After she starts watching something that I'm also watching, if I haven't finished it yet, she will 100% be ahead of me. Like, I'm pretty sure she finished Brooklyn Nine-Nine before I finished Brooklyn Nine-Nine when I watched for the first time. Because my mom simply watches stuff, like, so much. Because I don't really binge watch. I would maybe see, like, one episode a day of something and then that's it. But mom, like, watches stuff. So now she's ahead of me in Better Call Saul. So I can't really discuss it with her anymore. I was like, Mom, can't you watch something else until I catch up? And she was like, no. She was like, I finished season 4, Lera, and I was like, I just started season 4. Then she didn't spoil it. No, she usually asks me where I'm at, and so she won't talk to me about anything that's like beyond that. Oh my god, hi y'all! How are you doing? I haven't seen you in ages as well. How have you been? Happy New Year! Oh wow, we're getting so many people I haven't seen in a while drop in today. Thank you guys so much. I'm so happy to see you again. My mom only watches the Turkish dramas. No, my mom hates the Turkish dramas. She wouldn't watch them. My mom really likes, you know, like American / like European TV shows, like a lot. Like she watches. My mom basically likes science fiction a lot. Like she's obsessed with sci-fi. Like she's just really, really into science fiction. Like anything that has even like a hint of science fiction, my mom will watch it. She watched Arcane before I watched Arcane because she thought it was science fiction. And then in like the second episode, they had magic, and she got really mad because she was like, God damn it, it has magic. This is not science fiction. And my mom doesn't really like Korean shows either. She did watch the attorney one because I forced her to. I was like, Mom, there's this Korean show about attorneys. You should watch it. And so she watched that one because I forced her to watch it. We were like watch it together when we were moving everything in my apartment in London. So yeah, she watched that one because of me, because of attorneys. The way I will consume anything that has attorneys in it is a little bit concerning. But yes, anyways, I'm so sorry. I ended up talking again for like... This isn't science fiction. No, it's fantasy. She hates fantasy. She loves science fiction and she hates fantasy. Like, you know that like science fiction versus fantasy debate, which I don't really get because they're two completely different things. Well, my mom is obsessed with science fiction. About Mexican drama? No, my mom doesn't really like drama shows. She likes like things like thrillers and science fiction and like stuff like that. Like she likes to watch things that are not really like, you know, soap operas. She doesn't really like that kind of stuff. She's into like, you know, intense plots and shit like that. But yes, hold on. Bro. What's her favorite science fiction movie? I know she really likes the Firefly TV show. Like she really like whenever she watches a new TV show that's science fiction, she's like, I mean Firefly was better, and I'm like, we get it, Mom. We get it. She really likes that one. As for movies, I already know. I know she really likes horror movies. She's like obsessed with horror movies. My mom is like the opposite of me because I don't really like horror, but my mom loves horror. She loves like the Alien movies and shit like that. I'm like, how? Mother, how do you watch it? Yeah, the tree is here this week. This is the last week for the tree. On Fridays, you guys are gonna see the tree for the last time. So say goodbye to the tree on Friday. On Friday, the tree burns. She has good taste. Yeah. Me and mom have like something that we watch together. Like she likes animation a lot as well. My mom really likes like Disney and Pixar animation, and I love that stuff as well. So usually we watch like anything animated together. We watched the Pinocchio movie together. That was fun. Goodbye tree. Yep. No, sorry. That big bow Pomu. Yeah, I drew the big bow Pomu. She's and I drew the little Selene on top as well. But it's our community tree. We'll all drew it together, and we will burn it together. Anyways, I'm so sorry. I just keep talking, but I don't really have any more art to show you, and I'm getting my throat is getting kind of sore, so I'm gonna go to bed now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out as always. I'll miss the Christmas tree. It's okay. Next year we'll draw a new Christmas tree, guys. I promise. It'll be even better. Probably even more cursed. Yeah, have a good night, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I will see you on Friday for more Kenna. I actually beat the boss off stream. I got it first try. That made me really mad. I got it first try off stream. I was so upset. But anyway, we're gonna continue Kenna on Friday. Bye bye, everyone.